Rise and shine, it's a brand new day with Mo and News. It's time to have your say. She's got the scoop, the stories, all the latest trends. Mo's got the news, let's hear it. My dear friends, from politics to showbiz, no story's too small. Mo covers it all. She's got the inside call, her voice so smooth, like honey in the summer sun. With Mo on the mic, you know the news is always fun. Mornings with Mo, the best newsy news in the world. With her style so classic and her stories unfurled. From morning till night, she's got us in the know. Turn on your radio, let Mo's newsy news flow.
Good morning, everyone. I got up this morning and I realized that a lot of people have lost maybe a best friend or a friend that they never met yesterday. And while my heart is hurt, I figured there was probably no better way that I could pay what Jeff did in my life, giving me days where he managed to get me to chuckle even when they were some of my darkest days just by being himself, was probably the best way to pay it forward. However, in the spirit of human kindness and mutual, well, human survival, I am doing this at 5 a.m. and I am not putting on makeup if I am going to be going to have a ketamine infusion. So, in mutual respect for your visual acuity and it being a morning, I'm just going to be an avatar. But let's get into some news, you guys. Northern Exposure actress Diane Delano has passed away at 67. So, actress Diane Delano, known for her work in TV series Northern Exposure, has died. She was 67. A rep for the late star confirmed her death to the Post on Monday. TMZ was the first outlet to report the news. Delano passed away in her home on Los Angeles on Friday following a brief illness. Her official cause of death has not been released. She played Sergeant Barbara uh, Szymanski on Northern Exposure, which ran from 1990 to 1995. She has that face. I know I've seen her. I don't remember watching Northern Exposure. I'm going to be honest with you. If I wasn't watching Ren and Stimpy, the Rugrats, and, well, just about every Simpsons and, TGI Friday, I wasn't watching Northern Exposure when it was popular. She had numerous other television credits, including Popular, Days of Our Lives, Saint Elsewhere, LA Law, Perfect Strangers, Married with Children, Desperate Housewives, Monk, NCIS, Wizards of Waverly Place, Two Broke Girls, and Two and a Half Men. She also was known for her roles in The Wicker Man in 2006, starring Nicolas Cage, Jeepers Creepers 2, The Lady Killers, opposite Tom Hanks in 2020 or 2003. I always want to add a 20, even if it's just the 2000s. I mean, it's bad enough when the year changes and I have to write a check and I'm like, oh crap. But I mean, I was never not a hot mess, y'all. Is what I'm trying to tell you. Born on January 29th, 1957 in Los Angeles, she attended Canoga Park High School before graduating from the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in 1980, and she began acting in films in 1983. In 1991, Delano joined the second season of Northern Exposure, a dramedy about a city doctor forced to work in a remote Alaskan town of Sealy, maybe? I don't know, you guys. I didn't watch the show, but it sounds pretty fun, and I might start watching it now. And John Corbett? Forget I might watch that. Put that on must watch with popcorn and hope he has a shirtless scene. I mean, I'm basically not giving you insight to what Imma be doing later, but, I mean, it sounds like a pretty okay way to spend your day. To be Bo Derek. No, I'm just kidding. Mr. Mo is gonna be like, "Did you just do a whole morning where you basically drooled over John Corbett?" And be like, "You bet your big fat Greek wedding I did." You guys, this is what Mr. Mo has to deal with even when not on infusions. Pray for his soul now and forever. She appeared on 11 episodes of the show, appearing on every season of the show after her debut in season 2. Northern Exposure was a primetime smash in the early 90s. The show received 39 Academy Award nominations and took home 7 wins, including Outstanding Drama Series in 1992 and Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama Series 1992 for Valerie Mahaffey. In addition to Delano's, look, I feel bad, whichever way you say it. She landed parts as a voiceover actress on several animated shows, including Cartoon Network's Ben 10, Alien Force, Teen Titans, American Dad, and Superman. She also voiced characters in video games such as Dead Rising 3, Lego DC Supervillains, Rage 2. Delano won Indie Series Award in 2012 for her supporting role in the made-for-TV movie Fumbling Through the Pieces. Now that is a sweatsuit that I think all of my gym teachers had. All of my lady gym teachers had that particular sweatsuit. I don't know if there's a warehouse somewhere that just holds a bunch of these differently beautiful swimsuits, aesthetically unpleasing eyesore sweatsuits. The actress continued working right up till the very end, appearing in 3 independent films released in 2024. The most recent of which, Paradise: A Town of Sinners and Saints, was released on streaming platforms earlier this month. Directed by Justin Isaac Ward, whom she had worked with in 2019 on his coming-of-age drama, Relish, the film is billed as a bluegrass musical comedy where good and evil fight for the soul of a dried-up mining town. So interesting. I hope she, like all of us wish to be, were surrounded by family and friends, and she knew just how much she was, loved and appreciated before she passed. Now, y'all, I have some mother effing curse words here. I have some absolute what the effery, what in all the Walmart raptury effery is going on here? Hannah Kobayashi speaks out after returning to the United States. Quote, "My focus now is on my healing." End quote. Your father passed away imagining you in some hellish, torturous situation. Ma'am, I have absolutely 100% 0 fucks to give about your healing. And I wish I could say that was different, but I think I speak for most of America. Find myself my healing. Okie dokie. Hannah Kobayashi is breaking her silence. Huh, she could have done that when her father was, torturing himself mentally with all the thoughts of what could be going on to his precious baby daughter that he brought into this world, that he held when she was innocent and young. But she needs to go find herself. Y'all, I'm sorry I don't have a lot of chill for this one. I I think I speak for most of America, but screw this chick. But let's go. The 30-year-old Hawaii woman who made headlines around the country after she disappeared into Mexico has now spoken out for the first time, 5 days after her family announced that she had been found. On Monday, December 16th, Lieutenant Doug Oldfield, a member of the LA Police Department's Missing Persons Unit, confirmed to People that police had, quote, received notification that Hannah Kobayashi crossed yesterday the 15th of 2024. Oldfield explained that Kobayashi's case is now closed, and she spoke with Custom and Border Protection and presented herself for entry into the U.S., adding that she appeared to be both in good health and did not appear under any duress. In a statement provided to People by her aunt, Lori Pigeon, Hannah also confirmed that she is back in the U.S. Well, that's special. Really? Really? I feel like the church lady right now, like, maybe Satan made you just, screw the entire country over, make 'em think you were lost because you need a little special snowflake, like, retreat for your mental. Okay, no. Like I said, sorry, you guys, no chill for this chick, absolutely none. Quote, "At daybreak on December 15th, I crossed the border back into the United States," the statement began. "My focus now is on my healing, my peace, and my creativity. I'm deeply grateful to my family and everyone who has shown me kindness and compassion during this time," it continued. Ma'am, I'd like to show you compassion with a wiffle ball bat. And how much more self-focused can we be? You already had a whole week of the country looking for your ridiculous behind because you needed to go find yourself in Mexico, as I'm sure we all do with tequila, but that is beyond the point. Do you think I don't wanna be on somewhere in, I don't know, some Mexican, town by the beach just drinking, margaritas or whatever drink that won't get me pregnant? To find myself and be all self-absorbed, but I have a life and family who care deeply for me, and I wouldn't wanna put them through the hell that is not knowing where a loved one is. Yeah, yeah, wanting to be mentally at peace is kind of a normal thing. Putting your entire family through the hellish, torturous mental shit show that you did is just being an asshole. Again, sorry, you guys, I'm just calling balls and pitches like I see them, and I may not be good at sports ball, but this damn sure looks like a strike and you're out. Kobayashi said she wasn't aware of the media coverage of her after she went missing. Quote, "I was unaware of everything that was happening in the media while I was away, and I'm still processing it all. I kindly ask for respect for myself, my family, and my loved ones as I navigate through this challenging time. Thank you for understanding," the statement concluded. Oh, this heifer. As previously reported, Kobayashi's family revealed on December 11th that Hannah was found safe following what police eventually called a voluntary disappearance into Mexico during her travels. Her sister and mother, Sisini Kobayashi, and excuse me, Brandy Yee said in a statement to People at the time through their attorney, Sarah Azari, that they were incredibly relieved and grateful. It is not clear at the time when, where, or how Hannah made contact with her family, and Azari said that there would be no further statement. This past month has been an unimaginable ordeal for our family, and while we kindly ask for privacy as we take the time to heal and process everything we've been through, the family shared. We want to express our heartfelt thanks for everyone who supported us during this difficult time. Your kindness and concern have meant the world to us. Lieutenant Doug Ofield told People that they learned Miss Kobayashi was found from a family attorney. He added that authorities have not seen her, and at this point, we have no reason to compel us to see, her to see us. It's big news, so she may decide to come with a lawyer, but she's not obligated to speak with us. We'll see what happens next. We don't have a lot of details. The revelation of Kobayashi being found safe came weeks after she became the subject of a search in Los Angeles when she did not board her connecting flight to New York City on November 9th and sent what were described as alarming text messages to her family. Kobayashi's family then drew a spotlight to her disappearance and said they were worried she was a victim of a kidnapping or human trafficking. Her father, Ryan Kobayashi, flew in from Hawaii to Los Angeles to assist with the search and ended up taking his own life on November 24th. And this is the part that I find, frankly, very unforgivable. I get if life is overwhelming. I have had life sucker punch me in the left boob. I get wanting to hide away and lick your wounds and not have to face the reality of everything that you're gonna have to roll up your sleeves and do now. I get it. I truly and honestly, and I think a lot of us get it after yesterday. But to do that and not have any care for any one of your family members who are going to be going through mental hell, not knowing what is wrong with you, where you are, that is unforgivable. To be so self-absorbed that you only worry about your pain and your situation with no care in the world how other people might be worrying, praying, caring for you, that's unforgivable. And so while you work on healing yourself, you might wanna take your soul to a spa because I think it has some growth and some stretching to do, madam. Eventually, authorities in Los Angeles determined that Kobayashi was a voluntary missing person after discovering she crossed the US-Mexico border on foot on November 12th. The family then turned its focus into taking matters in their own hand as Azari told People on December 4th that they were hoping to get the Mexican media involved to raise public awareness about Hannah's disappearance days before the family announced was eventually, that she was safe. You know, just absolutely gross, if you ask me. And I'm glad I was kind of in and out of it, that I didn't quite pick up that this story ended this way because I would have had a rant incoming much sooner. Well, the family that crimes together, times together, I don't y'all stop criming with your family. I mean, I didn't think I'd have to add this to the rules I make for life that I say out loud now as a mom of boys, but family reunions are neither the place to date or conspiracy to commit crimes. So, no love and no crime at the family reunion. Words of wisdom to live by. What kind of mother takes their kids to go shoot someone? Family headed to prison for roles in a fatal shooting spawned over parenting skills. Well, obviously, this is the mother of the year, you know, Ma Kettle. A Kentucky family will be spending this Christmas and many more to come within the confines of the Department of Corrections. The case following the 2023 unaliving of 23-year-old Seth Burrs came to a resolution with four family members sentenced to prison and a fifth to probation. On Monday, the family matriarch, 40-year-old Amanda Turner, was sentenced to 12 and a half years in prison. She joins her sons, Jackie Turner, 30 years behind bars, who fired the fatal shot, and Xavion Turner, 3 years, okay, so Jackie Turner got 30 years behind bars. Xavion Turner got 3 years, who instigated the incident along with her daughters, Javier Turner, she got 18 months, and Lacaria Hughes, 5 years probation for rioting and being convicted in the case. Amanda Turner pled guilty to facilitation of murder, rioting, unlawful transaction with a minor, and illegally permitting a minor to possess a firearm. Jackie Turner, now 18, was a minor at the time of the shooting. Quote, I feel like you and your family acted with complete disregard and malice for any human life, Barbara Burns, the victim's mother, said at Amanda Turner's sentencing, according to the Cincinnati Enquirer. She also had some choice words after the hearing. Quote, I don't know what kind of mother takes their kids to go shoot at someone else's child. It makes no sense to me, she told reporters. I think they all deserve at least 30 years for what they did. End quote. As previously reported, Kenton County Commonwealth Attorney Rob Sanders told the Inquirer that the post that started the conflict related to insults about children and parenting skills or lack thereof. The dispute between Xavion Turner, 21, and his ex girlfriend, who was reportedly at the time dating Burns. According to criminal complaints obtained by Law and Crime, Amanda Turner drove her two sons, whom she knew were carrying guns, and her true daughters to the home so they could fight Xavion Turner's ex girlfriend and other people on August 25th, 2023. Now, that is some ratchet behavior right there. That is some what in the Walmart ration, sure, Canadian heroin, swap meet kinda just absolute ridiculousness that is right there. I am absolutely shocked this did not happen in Indiana. It did happen in Kentucky, though, and that's about close enough. This is just the amount of hilljack, hillbilly, this is just the type of behavior that makes good, honest hillbillies look bad. Damn it. Okay, so Turner sent his ex-girlfriend a picture of a Google map showing they were en route and ready to fight. When they arrive, Savion Turner allegedly fired a shot in the air towards Burns. His younger brother shot Burns, which was believed to be the fatal wound. Amanda Turner then drove her sons away from the scene to avoid police detection, the complaint said. Witnesses rushed Burns to a nearby fire station where he was airlifted to the hospital, but unfortunately he passed away. Now, Amanda Turner pled guilty in September, while Jackie Turner pled guilty to murder in July. During a September hearing, she admitted to driving her sons to what she called a girl fight, the Inquirer reported. She also said she was encouraging the fight in text messages. Part of the incident was reportedly caught on the neighbor's Ring camera, which showed the Turner family, along with Xavier Turner's current girlfriend, all streaming out of a vehicle walking up to the home. Burns' family said that he had nothing to do with the confrontation. So it seems unfortunate that, he was just there. This white trashy family decides that they're gonna, defend their family's honor, like the Hatfields and the McCoys. I don't know. Good Lord, it's you'd have thought someone said that, Kraft Ranch was better than Hidden Valley. There have been battles fought, people. Don't laugh. Just like Dukes versus, Hellmans, there have been battles fought, people. There is an uneasy peace among us. Do not, push us into the dark times. Unfortunately, part of being a news channel, whether serious, snarky, or otherwise, is I sometimes have to report on things I'd rather not. But we do have the identity of the attention grabbing so and so who did what they did at Abundant Life Christian School in Wisconsin has been ID'd as 15-year-old Natalie Samantha. She has a nom de guerre, a name of war. How interesting. She assu y this you're 15. You don't have any you're 15. You shouldn't have done what you did, and you don't have a pseudonym, you daggone pretentious dingus. The teen girl who shot a student and teacher dead, unfortunately, and left two more pupils clinging to life at a private Christian school in Madison, Wisconsin on Monday has been identified. Police said that Natalie Samantha uh, Rupnow, a 15-year-old student at the K through 12 Abundant Life Christian School, brought a force multiplier to campus and opened fire around 11 a.m. inside a classroom during study hall. The teenage student and a teacher were pronounced dead at the scene, while another teacher and five more students were wounded. Two of the students are in critical condition with life-threatening injuries, Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes said on Monday. Rupp now sustained a self inflicted force multiplier wound and was pronounced no longer alive on the way to the hospital. An alleged manifesto espousing angry, hateful views is circulating online, with some social media users claiming to belong or have belonged to Rupp now, but Barnes said police have not been able to confirm that document. We have not been able to verify that it is authentic. We are clearly aware that it's been posted, he said, adding his department is working with the FBI to investigate the writings. SWAT teams raided Ruffno's family home on Monday night, busting through the front door and conducting a thorough search inside. WISN reported, so that's probably a local affiliate. The home is about 8 miles from the K through 12 school, which is in the state's capital and has a little more than 400 students. Rupp now opened fire inside a class during study hall filled with students from different grades. As the gunfire erupted, a second grader in a nearby classroom called 911 for help, and police were on the scene in about 3 minutes, according to Barnes. Investigators are still working to determine a motive and have been interviewing the shooter's father, Barnes said. Now, at this point, he said there's no reason to believe that her parents committed a crime. Barnes questioned how Rupp was able to get her hands on a force multiplier leading up to the deadly school shooting. Every child, every person in that building is a victim and will be a victim forever. We need to figure out and try to piece together exactly what happened, Barnes said. Barnes addressed speculation online about the shooter being possibly transgender in response to a question, but he stressed how the shooter's identity was not important. I guess he wouldn't say that if it was, the stereotypical what the media always says is the identity of all these school, bad people. You know, it fits the narrative. I'm sure we would be not hearing about that male person's identity, I'm sure. The hypocrisy is amazing. Whether or not he was, they were transgender is something that may come out later, but for what we're doing right now, today, literally 8 hours after a mass unaliving in a school in Madison, is of no consequence at this time. As a school official, Barbara Weirs earlier Monday evening lauded students that handled themselves magnificently during the chaos. President Biden called for common sense, force multiplier control measures in the face of more bloodshed inside an American school. Now, I'm not going to read his statement. Call me crazy, but to use the bodies of people who are barely past to, you know, be the club and shield with which you defend your favorite pet project politically is gross to me. And I think maybe I can take another step up and speak for most of America when I say that I am really tired of it and it's really gross. So I'm not going to support it. Now, that might be unpopular. You can tell me in the comments. That is fine. I find that I have 0 Fs to give. If you feel like this is the perfect time to start talking about it, I respectfully disagree. You're probably not going to change my mind, but you can leave all the nasty grams in the comments if you so choose. It's your energy, your dime, your time, ma'am. I don't even know what to say with this headline, but frosty snowmanning dating trend could spread STDs, doctors warn. Oh dear God, is that why he got up that day and danced and marched about the town? Because that's gonna make, the claymation really weird now. Want to avoid a flurry of uncomfortable activity down below? Get your jollies some other way. I I don't even please tell me this doesn't involve an actual snowman. I mean, please, dear God, please. I just tiny baby Jesus. Anyone? Okay. One doctor is warning against the troubling sexual winter trend of snowmanning that could leave you at risk for catching sexually transmitted infections like syphilis, herpes, and gonorrhea. Yes, the gifts that keep giving long after the mistletoe dries up and you've burnt that Christmas tree out in the backyard. I still don't know what snowmanning is, but I don't want to, sort of, kind of, like when you look up 2 girls, 1 cup. Oh my god. Alright, the term snowmanning was literally coined by dating gurus at eHarmony in 2019, but only now are doctors warning that it could lead to worse outcomes than harder feelings. Quote, Christmas is a time for celebration and presents a great opportunity to socialize and find someone special, Rachel Lloyd, relationship expert at Eat Harmony, told The Mirror. However, once the drinks stop flowing and decorations come down, sometimes that initial burst of chemistry wears off. Our research shows that a lot of people then retreat from their new relationships, a new trend we're coining snowmanning. Uh, so you so this is a new term for pump and dump. I mean, to put it to put it like with class and such. Okay, so it basically you like the first little, falling in love, romantic butterfly things, but once it actually becomes a real relationship and work, you bail. Well, that just makes you a douche, not a snowman. Snowmans are awesome. Let's ask Olaf. No. Social media users have said that the fling melts away much like a snowman, either after the holidays or by the time spring rolls around. While people involved may be fine to let it go, their nether regions may be unhappy or keep an unhappy souvenir from a short lived romance. Okay, this is called How Not to Be a Skank. All right. These are not I love you, Gen X, Gen Z, millennials, I love you. Not no, I do actually love Gen X, but I am talking about Gen Alpha, you know, Gen Z, millennials. You are not inventing new things. Being a skanky hoe has been around since time and memoriam, alright? I I can't. Okay, so yes, amazing ancient wisdom from the tomes of any '80s show and or Footloose, don't be a skinky hoe. Solved it for you, and I'm glad it didn't involve an actual snowman because I was gonna have so many questions. According to Dr. Crystal Wiley, a general practitioner at Odessa Online Doctor, it becomes more of an issue if contact details were not exchanged, leaving no way for a fling to let you know if they've started experiencing troubling symptoms. If you got that crotch rot, it's a bad thing. It's bad. Crotch rot is bad, okay? Being a skanky hoe, whether you're male or female, it's bad, okay? December is a time for celebration and connection, but it's important to stay informed about those VDs, those social diseases. Planning ahead with contraception or accessing support after unplanned activity is key to enjoying the festive season while staying safe. Fortunately, STI rates seem to be declining on the whole in the US, according to a recent report by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. STIs were down at nearly 2% from 2022 to 2023. Uh, the RIA cases in particular are on their way down, dropping 7.7% in 1 year. Primary and secondary syphilis decreased 10.7%. I feel like these numbers could be better. I feel like America's a bit like we're in Dr. Now's office and we've lost about 10 pounds And of course, we're proud of ourselves, like beyond proud of ourselves, but we're all of 600 pounds. And that was literally us just not getting an extra biggie fries. America, we can do better. We could have lost more STDs this month. We weren't even trying. Forget carbs. Stop being stop being, skinky hose beasts. How about that? Oh, good lord. So there you go. Yes. No glove, no love. And maybe if Imma tell you what I tell my kids, if you are not comfortable enough to fart in front of this person, then you are in no way ready to let them see your naked bits. Now look, Mr. Mo thinks I come down from heaven and look exactly like Halle Berry. I think he might have glaucoma, but that works out for me, that and candlelight, okay? And the lies I tell myself. But anywho, you know, if you are not comfortable enough to be relaxed, and listen, you're the male in the relationship is probably gonna feel relaxed much quicker because it's farting, but seriously, if you're not comfortable enough to pass wind around a person, you are not ready to let them see your naked bits, okay? I I stand by that, my greatest piece of motherhood wisdom. Well, looks like you can go to Fiji and stay in Fiji if you unalive someone in Fiji on your honeymoon. It's a permanent honeymoon, just not in a romantic way. A Memphis man has been found, guilty of unaliving his wife during their honeymoon, a Fiji court decides. A man from Memphis, Tennessee has been found guilty by a judge in Fiji of murdering his wife during their honeymoon in 2022, the prosecutor's office said Monday. Bradley Robert Dawson, 40, unalived his wife, Christy Chen, who was 36, at the exclusive Turtle Island resort in the Swawa archipelago. That's a word that, you feel like a smart person when you can say it, but when you're pretty sure that it doesn't sound the way you just said it, you feel pretty dumb. I like those, smart dumb words. Those ones that you're like, "I'm pretty sure I just screwed that one up, but I'm a brazen my way through it." 2 days after the newlyweds arrived in Fiji, then fled by kayak to a nearby island. Chen was discovered in the couple's room by resort staff with multiple blunt trauma wounds to her head after the couple was heard arguing and did not appear at breakfast or lunch the next day. Justice Raza Hamza found Dawson guilty at the Latoka High Court last Thursday after a week-long trial. The Office of the Director of Public Prosecution said Dawson had defended the charge. The fact that Dawson was carrying his passport and other belongings with him when he was arrested indicated that he planned to flee, Hamza said, according to the Fiji's Times. The judge said he was satisfied beyond a reasonable doubt that Dawson and no one else had committed the offense. The U.S. national, who remains in custody in Fiji, faces a mandatory term of life in prison when he is sentenced in January. Fiji law permits a presiding judge to set a minimum term to be served before a pardon is considered. An attorney for Dawson did not immediately respond for a request for comment. In 2022, a lawyer representing Christy Chen's parents said that their daughter's body was so badly damaged that she could not be embalmed for a return to the U.S., so her remains had to be cremated, which is just another punch to the gut. Chen worked as a pastry chef before returning to school to become a pharmacist and worked in that capacity at a Kroger supermarket in Memphis. The family's lawyer, Ronald Gordon, who did not immediately respond for a comment Monday, said that Chen and Dawson were heard arguing over dinner the night before the murder. Dawson worked in the information technology department at Youth Villages, a nonprofit child welfare and support organization based in Memphis. The organization confirmed when he was arrested. And online researchers and records, sorry, show no criminal arrest for Dawson in Shelby County, which includes Memphis. The Turtle Island Resort, where the couple stayed, is an exclusive and remote 500-acre island that accommodates only 14 couples at a time. Yasawa is a group of about 20 volcanic islands in the west of Fiji, an idyllic South Pacific island nation of 930,000 people. So just, ugh, what a waste. You guys, just what a waste. Well, they caught 'em all. British brothers have amassed the world's largest collection of Pokemon cards. A pair of British brothers earned a Guinness World Record for their collection of 48,339 different Pokemon cards. Pokemon trading card game super fans Owens and Connor Gray took the record for the largest collection of Pokemon cards from Benjamin DeGuire, whose collection was tallied at 34,310 in 2023. The slogan is "Gotta catch 'em all," and that's what we've tried to do, Owen Gray told Guinness World Records. The Gray brothers' 48,339 cards come from several different countries and are printed in multiple languages. We have all of them bar the Dutch language that became impossible for us to find. Connor said, "Anyone with a Dutch first edition, let us know." Owen said the siblings said that one of their most fortuitous finds came when they bought some bags full of cards that had been found in an attic. There were probably about 3 to 4,000 cards just thrown into some JD Sports bags, and that combination were two gold star Charizards. Yes, the upward inflection in that word means I have no one flippin' flappin' clue what the hell I just said. Which today are worth anywhere between, let's see, 5,000 to 25,000 pounds or $6,350 to $31,751. They weren't in bad condition at all. Connor offered in some tongue-in-cheek advice for other aspiring Pokemon collectors, urging them to save their money. Their brothers are now taking their cards on tour of the US collectors, shows scheduled for next year. So there you go. In our final story, and just to give us something to smile about, Oregon City asked locals to stop putting googly eyes on sculptures. I am American, you don't tell me what the hell to do, and this is the most hilarious damn thing I've ever seen, so I say long live the Google eyes. Viva la Google Eye Revolution. I am here, I will make a Lin-Manuel Miranda, we need a Les Mis for googly eyes. Come with me, sir. We must write the musical of our age. This is great. Never stop this. Do not stop. Continue. Fight. Fight, my children. This brings again, proves my point. Everything can be made better with googly eyes. I defy you to find something not made better by googly eyes. Officials in Bend, Oregon are asking residents to stop. Yes, stop, desist. You know, attaching googly eyes to the city's sculptures despite the support for the whimsical practice from some locals. The city's official account said on Instagram that the oversized plastic eyes attached to eight public art installations by unknown pranksters could end up costing Bend a lot of money. While googly eyes placed on the various art pieces around town may give you a chuckle, it costs money to remove them with care not to damage the art, the post said. While we don't condone the wreaths, leis, and Santa hats, let's stay away from adhesives, graffiti, and all things that can damage the art. The post garnered dozens of comments from residents, including many from locals who said that the googly eyes were harmless, uh, you know, and to basically go pound sand, I hope. City spokesperson Renee Michelle said adhesives that keep the eyes in place can damage the coating of the metal. Cordon steel can lose rust patches from adhesives, needing chemical treatment to rust evenly. Mitchell told Oregon Live stainless steel requires strong solvents to remove adhesive residue. Mitchell said the city already spent more than $1,500 removing googly eyes from sculptures. While the addition of googly eyes may be amusing and make people laugh, they ultimately cause unintended damage. This woman sounds like real fun to have at parties. Like, you know what I like to do? I like to add sparkling water. Okay, ma'am, don't get too cray cray. Anyhoo, I just all I wanted to send you guys off with a thought and a message, and it's what I was thinking about this morning when I was, encouraged to take up Jeff's legacy and give people something to think about when they don't wanna think about bad stuff. And Mama Mo wishes she could tell you guys something different, but unfortunately, this is gonna suck for a little bit, and it's gonna feel like a sucker punch right to the heart. And there's gonna be days that suck more than others, but there's gonna be times, and maybe those times will be, when you rewatch a stream or you think about something that Jeff would have thought would be hilarious, that it's gonna feel like a hug and not a punch, and people are gonna get there at different times, but it's okay to feel however you feel right now. If you're mad as hell at the universe, God, and all a sundry, it's okay. God can take it. He's gonna, be right there when you open that door to welcome him back in or continue to shout at him, maybe leave flaming dog dew on his front porch. Not gonna recommend it, because then you're gonna ask for personal growth one year and he's gonna give you all the personal growth you've been leaving off. Do not be a dick to your Lord and Savior. I digress, and I'm getting a bit off the point. But maybe what I said yesterday was the real legacy that we can take from Jeff. He was a bright spot for a lot of us during some dark times from all the comments that I was reading. And I know I'm not alone in that. And maybe we need to really focus on being someone like that to people in our lives. Maybe, just being kind, just saying something nice, checking up on people we haven't checked up on. So until this gut punch turns into a gentle hug from an old friend, let's check in on each other. Let's be kind to each other. But we still carry around a can of bitch fire because kind doesn't mean doormat. I will see you guys later. Bye.